Yep, only one way to find out. Let's go.
Some info.
But first, let's look at our log.
Huh.
Feldspar's camp. Feldspar's alive. They crashed their ship and is now camping inside a huge anglerfish skeleton. Feldspar doesn't think my scout tracker is wrong when it says my scout is in two places at once. They have a theory that space doesn't work the same inside Dark Bramble. That's pretty clear. Yes. I don't think that's really a theory. I think that's fact. It's just why does it work the way it does? That we don't know. But
I don't think we ever will.
But it does work differently. I don't think that's really a theory at this point. I think that's fact. Feldspar doesn't sound overly eager to return to civilization. They've been enjoying their relative peace and quiet. And the frozen jellyfish. Feldspar documented their attempts to eat this enormous jellyfish frozen in the ice. The outside was all rubbery and tough, possibly because it insulates the jellyfish's insides from getting zapped by electricity. Feldspar decided to venture inside the jellyfish's interior cavity to see if it tasted any better on the inside. After tasting the inside of the jellyfish, Feldspar concluded that these jellyfish are only useful for insulation from electricity. I think that's the only new info we got.
Yeah.
Alright. Let's go. 2 giants deep.
Because I'm trying to make a mental map of everywhere you've been without...
And what I've done without spoilers.
Done. Yeah. Because, I mean... I think you've done...
I've done a lot, I think.
Most stuff.
There's a few things that... Now it's sort of the hard part. The easy part, quote-unquote. I mean, I'm sure there's stuff that I've missed on Brittle Hollow and Whitehole Station and Dark Bramble, just because there's like it's sort of more complex.
Well, Brittle Hollow, we know for sure you have the Black Hole Forge you haven't been to yet.
Yep. Yeah, because I didn't get there before.
Yeah.
Did I even know how to get there?
You haven't figured that out yet. All you know is you have to warp there from somewhere. Where you have to warp from, I don't think you figured that out yet. I mean, there is one place, which is like I would say is the obvious starting point, but...
Oh god, now I gotta figure this part out.
Okay, well, I can help you.
I'm really bad at reading the directions of cyclones.
Well, I don't remember which direction it is. I think it's counterclockwise is what you're looking for, which would mean neither of those. And
yeah, it's not that... Oh,
never mind. I was wrong. It was that one.
Oh, there's a jellyfish. Oh, there's a couple of them. Okay.
You got an achievement.
I also damaged the ship.
Okay, yeah. Well, if you're not intending to get out of here, it doesn't really matter. You can just park this ship and...
Oh, do I have to do this myself? Do I have to do this, like, on my own?
Yeah, your ship is probably too big to fit in a jellyfish cavity.
It's a good thing I didn't immediately... Okay, now how do I not die?
Angle of attack is very important.
I'm guessing I have to come at it from underneath.
Yeah, well, there's 3 jellyfish, right? There's 2 that are going down.
Yeah, but I have to go in and then go up to the middle. And not electrocute myself. Oh god.
Yeah, you should be able to make that.
Now the hard part is actually maneuvering to not get killed.
Just don't touch the tentacle. You can...
Yep. Yeah.
There. Just once you pass, I think you passed through. You might be okay.
Have I?
There, you made it.
Hey, look at that. And I can't see shit. There we go. Okay, where am I going?
Well, there's the walk, like the bridge, what I call the bridge.
Thankfully this is water and it's not as like floaty as space.
Yeah, so you have
I have a little bit more resistance. All right. Okay. Let's go. So this is about the Ember Twins. I have exciting news, Privet. The Ash Twin project is almost prepared to receive the probe data from the orbital probe cannon. Rham is adding some finishing touches here, but she'll be finished soon. Are you and the orbital probe cannon well? We are. The statue here in the probe tracking module is ready to record each launch's flight trajectory and will automatically transmit all relevant data to you. Once the probe determines the location of the Eye of the Universe, I'll send the alert immediately to you and Rami. On the other appendage, I'm now worried about this cannon's structural integrity and its crew's moral integrity. That's a good thing to be worried about.
They just want to blow stuff up. Just let them.
Okay. Imagine, Privet, the probe tracking module will be the first to know the coordinates of the Eye of the Universe. You'll be the first to see them. I'm honored and terrified. You won't ask the orbital probe cannon to use so much power that it breaks, will you? Fret not, my nervous friend. We can only use it once, so what if it minds... Oh, I think we read this one already.
They're talking about, if you only use it once, so if they
break it, it's fine.
If they break it, yeah. So, we know that when you put a stone in, right, of that planet, you see something on that planet.
Yeah, so this is on the Ember Twins.
On one of the twins.
One of the twins. We've seen this many times before.
Well, so what does that background look like that's spinning?
It looks like the universe.
Okay. Is there any other things that you've seen that emulate things that look like space?
That emulates space. Imagine there's been an observatory that we've seen somewhere. It almost looks like there's a structure around the edges. Like, see there's no stars. So it's like a structure of some sort. Like one of those ones that we've seen, when we come in here and like things rotate around to open doors and things like that. It reminds me of that a little bit. And I'm guessing these are the stored memories of people who have... Maybe it's me, maybe it's other people.
Well, we know one is you, one is Gabbro, and then there's one still active.
Yeah. Because we see this image every time we die, and it sort of, this is what replays our memories of the previous loop. So, there are three, and as we know, so there's me and Gabbro, who we're aware of the time loop. No one else seems to be. So there's somebody else who is aware of the time loop. My guess is that it's whoever launched the orbital probe at the very beginning of the loop. Whoever fires the probe cannon is probably this third person. Now, is that person a Nomai? There's a good chance. Well, maybe. Also, we don't know, because presumably the Nomai have been extinct, because when we talk about them, we're like, oh, look at all these strange things we found.
Yeah, a long time ago.
So, it's somebody else who sort of tapped into it. Oh. Let's go up there. Okay. You gotta be quick about this. Can't mess around too much. So I gotta get this. Don't have to come back down here again if I don't have to. So there's Giants Deep. And this is the probe, wherever they launched it. Receiving data from probe 9318081.
So, yeah, not from probe 9,318,081.
Visualizing current trajectory.
To give you an idea of how many times it's launched.
was that?
Oh, I don't know. I'm gonna guess some graphical bug. It looks like a.
And these are all the probes that they've launched, presumably.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah, it is a lot, actually. Well, it's 9 million. Retrieving previous launch data from Ash Twin. Total number of probes launched, 9,318,81. Deep space anomaly matching all known criteria for the Eye of the Universe. Found by probe 9,318,54. Okay. Let's keep moving. Retrieving stored coordinates from the Ash Twin. Displaying coordinates for the Eye of the Universe. I don't know what that means, but maybe our Harthian knows something of what that means.
It is what it is. It's the coordinates for the Eye of the Universe. So there is something that if you type that into...
You'll find it.
Yeah.
Maybe those are just bubbles. I don't think there's anything else in here. Oh, that's me. Sorry about that, everybody. I will take care of that in just a minute.
Well, if you need to pause, we can mute up.
No, it's alright. It's alright. Taken care of. Sorry, I am going to pause that for a minute. Sorry, everyone. That is me. Okay. So, I don't know if there's anything else down here, but I should probably look.
I don't... From my memory, I don't...
You don't think so?
I don't think so.
But it can't hurt to at least have a look.
Well, since you're kind of running out of, I think, things
Time.
to do from my... Again, I'm trying to
As
remember
not-
without
Without spoiling anything, yeah.
I'm going to bring up a couple concepts of things that you've done in past weeks that you
that
might
I've
not
probably
remember.
forgotten, yeah.
So, if you remember, the Nomai are not native
To
the
this
solar
universe.
system.
Yep, we know that because they came here on that
And
distress.
you know that they launched three
3 escape pods.
escape
We found
pods,
2 of them.
two.
We found one on Timber Hearth. No, not Timber Hearth. We found one on the Twins, and then one on Brittle Hollow.
There's a jellyfish if you're looking for your way out.
That's fine. You know what? Yeah, we should.
Alright, and do you remember where their initial ship crashed?
I don't think I found that.
You did. You did. It was in a diagram. Yeah, you're good. Just keep going. As long as you don't touch the outer edge. So I could save you some time from looking at your log. You're gonna have to swim with it because you won't. Oh no, you got it.
No, I'm not. I just gotta find my ship.
Hopefully, it hasn't fallen into the core, got launched into space, or
I don't think it's been launched into space if it's 600 meters
if you
away.
came to a full stop, it should be.
Unfortunately, it's like extremely damaged.
Should still be there. Anyway, the picture you saw of where their initial ship was had a lot of thorns and vines on it.
Right, so it was presumably dark bramble. Or a bramble thing
Well,
that they got snared in.
you only know of two bramble-like.
And that's dark bramble itself and the seed that crashed on Timber Hearth.
Huh, maybe it did. I don't think it came to a full stop.
No, I didn't. it make more sense to go up? No, because then I won't be able to get back down.
Well, you can always meditate. Start over.
Yeah. Make the center. If I was on my own, I would absolutely take the time to swim to my ship. But because we're on a bit of a constraint, well, not a constraint, but you have to make this somewhat entertaining for everybody else. Let's not have me swim 400 meters.
But we only have, like, what, 2.5 hours?
Yeah, 2 hours, thereabouts. So, gotta be efficient with our time.
Well, that's really... There's the quantum moon. That's the other place you haven't gone to at all.
Yeah. Although I have to figure out how to actually land on it, which I haven't yet.
Well...
Because I've gone through it twice.
Let's go to your log.
So the orbital probe cannon has launched millions of probes. The 9,318,054th probe launched located a deep space anomaly matching all known criteria for the eye of the universe. The statue of the probe tracking module automatically records each probe's trajectory and transmits the data to the Ash Twin project. I found no my coordinates marking the location of the eye of the universe, so I'm assuming I'm going to have to go back to the Ash Twin project to plug this in.
Alright, well, let's go look at the purple section.
Okay.
In here, there should be something about quantum rules, right? I think, or it's on the...
Quantum trials. Quantum shard, Tower of Quantum Knowledge. Signal.
Well, you have to... I think the Tower of Quantum Knowledge definitely has one. Giant's Deep has... Yeah, right there.
Observing a quantum object, observing an image of a quantum object, these are the same. Is that what you're talking about?
Yep.
Okay. And you said...
well, I think that tower was on...
Yeah, it was on Giant's Deep.
Steep. Okay, what other rules do you know?
Travels to 5 locations.
Yeah, travels to 5 locations.
Oh, 6. Apparently there's a rumored 6th location, although they've never found it. Or they don't know what it is, at least. I must stand on the object and cease to observe my surroundings.
That's another one.
Examine the rock.
Things in contact with a quantum object also will become quantum. And then there's something about where you have to... So if you remember, actually... there's one more other complicated one.
I don't know if I found it, though, yet.
No, you did. You found them all.
Okay.
They'd all be in the purple section. You just have to read. Well, let's get step... Actually, let's get step 1 out of the way. And how are we going to land on the quantum moon?
We can't just land on it conventionally. I've already tried that twice and have gone straight through it both times.
All right. So, and if you remember back to the
do I have to launch my probe? Is there a probe that you have to launch at the quantum moon?
So, when you were doing the trials and you didn't want the grav crystals or the stairs or the archway to move, what did you have to do?
I had to use the imager.
Okay.
The scout launcher.
And what did you do?
Typically fired it at or nearby the quantum object, so I could always have it in view.
Okay.
But now the only thing I had about that was that if I launch the probe off, the probe's just going to keep endlessly going into space unless it can land on the moon. I guess it could land on the moon.
All right, but what can your probe do before it hits?
Oh, just take a picture and just keep it static. That's true. Okay. We have a strategy, at least to start.
Well, you gotta find the moon now.
Gotta find the moon, which could be a challenge.
I think most people's strategy is get into orbit around a planet and then just keep spinning until they find it.
Around a planet, like any planet?
Yeah. I don't know how common of a spawn it is anywhere.
No, that's our own moon. Okay. Maybe I want to go to a place that doesn't already have a moon around it. Like, say, Giant Steep. The music is really nice, though.
Yeah, I've definitely seen people do it around Giant Steep, and then they literally just spin until it appears, so you just gotta be careful. The other strategy is to look at your... Oh.
Nope.
It's to look at your map
Oh,
and
yeah.
see if you can find it on the map. But it's not always helpful, because as soon as you stop looking at it, it goes away.
There's still the interloper, which I haven't really landed. I tried to land on briefly once, and then crashed, and then it crashed into the sun and caused the supernova, and I died. I don't know if there's anything on there, but I imagine there's. I know they sent it, that the Nomai sent an expedition to the interloper. Somebody sent an expedition to the interloper.
Yes, you. Oh, right. You also still have to do that.
Let's do that. The only thing is that it's moving fast, and I don't know how I'm gonna do this without duffing the landing.
So my thing is, when I did this, I just gave up on the notion of keeping my ship.
Just crash it.
Just get your landing, get out, and then if your ship falls off,
Then just whatever. Whoa! Didn't know that it did that. Just blew me out of the way.
I know I usually try not to tell you what chat says, but May just saying, be better than me and don't lose your ship.
And don't do that.
Landing camera?
Come on. Come on. Okay. Yeah, don't do that. I made that mistake once. I will do my damnedest to not do it again. Okay, now I gotta find... I know they landed an expedition here. I believe the Nomai did. Whoa. Okay, maybe not that way. Yeah, let's have our lights on. Now, how I'm going to get down there without getting blown off the side of this thing is a good question.
Well,
there must be a way down.
I was going to say, start with the easy one. Find the ship. Right, you know that there's a shuttle here.
There are no distress beacons on here. Oh.
Well, remember,
no,
it wasn't, they purposefully came here.
Yeah, that's true.
There is a way under.
I just have to actually find it, though.
But I would say it's probably easier to find the ship over finding the way under first.
Okay. But I gotta find the ship. There's my ship, but that doesn't help.
Disasterland would like me to tell you that you're doing amazing.
Oh, thank you. Okay, so let's find this friggin' ship. I'm assuming if I go off the back, I'm gonna die.
No.
No?
There's gravity.
Okay.
Gravity isn't just gonna suddenly disappear.
Oh. There's a piece of a ship, I think.
Yeah, and there's something on the ground with multiple pages for you to read.
Nice. I always love reading stuff. I'm glad that it pauses when I can do that, or when I need to read. This is troublesome. It seems the comet wishes to submerge our shuttle in ice. If we stay on the surface too long, the shuttle may freeze entirely. So that's from Clary from Pokey. Or Poke. I don't know. Even if it did, couldn't someone call it back home to the gravity cannon on Ember Twin? Pi, yes, but the exploration of the comet would be more difficult if we were without the shuttle until somebody recalled it. Perhaps we shouldn't have landed on the dark side of the comet. Ah, okay, there we go. Suppose one of us remained in the shuttle to keep it warm and continued monitoring the surface. This would be wise, I think, Clary. If you don't mind waiting here with it, Poke and I can continue to investigate the surface. You have been voluntold. Okay. So it looks like I can't really get in through there.
Well, I think that might be the only piece of
The only visible piece of the...
information. All right, so let's think about this. The comet is mostly made of ice, right?
Yep.
This thing does eventually get close to the sun.
Yep. So it'll melt, presumably.
All right.
Is this going to be one of those like reverse waiting games? Like instead of waiting, like sort of like a waiting for all the ash to get off the planet sort of thing?
Yeah, similar idea. You're going to have to wait for some stuff to melt. But I'll tell you this right now so you don't waste a ton of time.
Yeah.
You are on rock right now that cannot melt.
Yeah. Okay, so I need to be up there or elsewhere where I have ice under me. I know there was some spot on the north part near where I landed, like this.
That's you want to be on a spot that has ice. And then, obviously, because you're sliding, you got to be a little careful.
Right off into the distance. Whoa, that's some... Oh, that's the quantum... Not the quantum, the white hole station. I really need to mute that. Oh, well.
I like how you whispered that while facing directly into the microphone.
Yeah, that's okay. Alright, so I need to wait for this to start melting, which...
Which, I mean, you can use your map or you can just use your eyes eventually. Like, because right now you're on the edge of the solar system.
Yeah.
And
I guess I should go back. I guess I
sun.
should go back to my ship and restock on oxygen and fuel. That's something
That's
that I
actually
can
a really
do.
good idea.
Yeah, that's something that I should be doing. I just made note of it. I'm like, yeah, my oxygen's getting kind of low, isn't it? So, let's do some repairs. Fuel. Okay, there's the ice from here.
And like the outer edge of this planet is just so quiet.
Yeah, I know, for sure. There's not even really any music either out here.
Nope, you just get the sounds of you skating. They just really want you to be alone with your thoughts while you're standing on this.
Yeah, but unfortunately that's not conducive to like entertainment on Twitch unless we're like, we have something to talk about in the meantime while we get close.
Well, okay, we can do more theorizing.
Okay.
We'll do some more quantum moon things. So you know about taking the picture of the quantum moon.
Yep.
Where do you when you go to land on the quantum moon? What pole are you going to land on? If you remember, it's always the same.
Is it the north? I'm not sure.
No, it's the south.
South Pole? Was that brought up before? I honestly don't remember.
Yes, it was. It's part of the quantum pilgrimage. I'm just saving you from having to like go through your notes.
Notes and find
it. I made sure to check what you have and have not seen. And I believe last week I had distinctly said you have all the information you need.
Okay.
And then, well, the rest is going to be hard to say without spoiling.
Right.
Um,
Hopefully there isn't too much to do here, because presumably once this melts, we'll be like burning up shortly thereafter.
but in order to get to the proper 6th location, where do you have to be on the planet?
Oh god, I have to look at my notes. I don't remember.
Okay. Well, you'll know it's not the South Pole. All right, you should be getting close enough that stuff should be melting. So if you skate around, you should find.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Now I believe it does refreeze, so you're gonna have to be quick.
Of course it does. I don't know where the actual thing is I'm looking for.
Well,
though. Follow the ice.
Well, it's not on the back half. It'll never be on the back half. It will always be on the sun-facing side.
Okay. I'm just gonna actually find it.
Nope, now you're gonna have to wait.
No! Oh, that's annoying. Oh, and there goes my ship.
You might want to just meditate to the next loop.
Yeah, okay. We'll try something different. Oh, that's annoying. They do have those mechanics that are kind of like finicky and irritating. That's probably part of the point. Yeah, because I had no idea where I was looking for the cave or entrance or whatever.
Well, it will always be on the sun-facing side. And you immediately went to the back side?
Yes, of course. Okay.
Because the entrance is actually really easy to find. You just have to be standing on the right half of the comet.
And of course I wasn't.